guys, how's it going? So we are going to be looking at another class setup today, and we are touching on the 9mm PM pistol once again, and going to be looking at the AKIMBO class setup for this. I've played around with this AKIMBO class setup for a good bit, trying a bunch of different attachments, and gotta say, compared to some of the AKIMBO pistol setups and options we've had in the past, this one is not that great. I love the 9mm PM for to use as a primary in game, just rocking it as a single pistol. You can actually set it up and win gunfights against ARs and subs, no problem, once you get your accuracy dialed in. But because I think of, certain AKIMBO pistols being too OP in the past, they've done things to curve that just a wee bit. But as far as having a good secondary that you can switch out up close, it'll still do the job. So with that said, let's take and look at our attachments. So initially, I liked having a muzzle, or I thought I liked having a muzzle on here. If you're trying to go quiet, the suppressor is what the suppressor is. But you really do have a lot of vertical recoil with this bad boy. So if you really want to run a muzzle attachment, the ported compensator is what I would go with. But ultimately, I've decided to scrap any type of scrap any type of muzzle attachment. But we are going to throw on a reinforced barrel because you do want that damage range and bullet velocity that you gain from that. And an obvious attachment is going to be the extended mags too, because you want to be able to put as much lead down range as possible between any reload, because really the AKIMBO reloads are pretty quick in my opinion. Going to stock, obviously we got to have the AKIMBO attachment for the AKIMBO setup here. Then for a laser, steady aim laser, that was the one that I kept going back and forth with between the muzzle attachment and the laser, because really there's not a huge difference. But at the end of the day, the laser, as it should, it does give you a bit of a tighter group, but you still do have a lot of muzzle climb. And finally, rapid fire, because when you're using this up close as this setup's going to be intended for, you want to be able to get as many bullets out as quickly as possible. So unless you just have a really bad controller trigger finger and you can't fully take advantage of the rapid fire, then, maybe take and put on your muzzle attachment. But that is class setup, guys. We're going to hop in a match and see how it goes. One thing, if you've seen the past zombie video, I did want to give another shout out to Vitamin Energy. Not a paid sponsorship, but they did send me a case of their vitamin energy drinks, and we're going to be having some of that to get the neurons firing in our brain before we hop in a match. Oh, there we go. So there's that in the system. So let's hop in a Nuketown and see if we can get a decent lobby connection. Okay, and we got a TDM on Blazetown. Hopefully she's not already started. That's what I'm talking about. So no excuses going in. Just right now we're having some pretty bad storms up and down the East Coast, just as far as lightning storms and everything. So a lot of people inside. I feel like the servers are, they're under load, and then also the electrical storms here in my area do tend to affect how things play out a little bit. Now, as I mentioned, you really do just kind of have to play up close and personal with this. So, this is not going to be a really high, a good high KD gameplay. I wouldn't say we're not going to be just pussyfooting around too much. As far as that goes, I'm not really worried about the KD. More worried about showing you guys how this thing performs. But yeah, at any type of distance, if somebody's got an AR or something, you're just and right there's that muzzle climb I'm talking about. You really kind of have to start working on your muscle memory to pull down on this because of that vertical muzzle climb. Otherwise, you're just going to be shooting at the aliens on Mars. So up close, there you go. That's where the rapid fire comes in. I mean, it's really not bad. This marksman rifle setup that I've got is actually really dang solid. So it's if you're using that where it has a slower fire rate, even though if you start popping noggins up close, you can win those. Oh my God, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Nice little three-piece. Because we do have 30 rounds total, but still 15 rounds per gun when you consider the miss rate that you're going to be getting at any distance with this. It's just something to take into account. Up close, though, there we go. I wish, it's just really not with the TDM and just the length of the game. We're going to keep it what it is, but you'll see if you do your own little comparison between having that muzzle attachment and then not having it, the difference that makes between the two. I'm going to take and try real quick maybe to get our helicopter up in the sky, because we really don't have... I do have an ammo pack here, so we'll throw that down. Just to get some things out there working for us, working for the team. That way we're not sandbagging her too hard. We are 25 points away, and I guarantee that just a random piece of shrapnel is going to fly through a wall and just kill me dead 10 times over. Always get super paranoid, and that's what kind of makes you chickadee choke, you know? Can I kill that right there? There we go. So all you gotta do is kill some equipment. Spawn's probably gonna flip on us here in a second. But we'll get the old whirly bird in the sky. And yes, I know I haven't done any class setups. Really, just kind of was losing the... I lost the spark to do them, and they just stopped performing very well, even though I can't, you know, I guess I just needed to take a break. I might not have been representing and performing the way that I normally did and had been to make them entertaining, or make these entertaining. So let me know if there's any weapons you guys would like to see. I know I really enjoy doing the pistol videos. The singular pistol setups hadn't really changed from the ones like the video and the class setups that I'd done with those. So that's why I'm not you know, recovering. There's no update there. But haven't covered the Akimbos, but got lots of AR setups and stuff. It's like I've been really busy just doing the Pro Caliber HQ channel and field testing outdoor gear full time. So, you know, I hadn't had a ton. Anytime I hop on, I'm normally tired and don't want to record anything or have to edit anything else. So look at that. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure, don't hold me to it, but I think they buffed this marksman rifle just because it has been tearing it up, especially with this class setup that I have on there. Not saying it's the best go-to. I would really love to have... There we go. Okay, did not mean to do that. Let's take and throw this down. I've been having a little issue with my front left bumper on my controller, not wanting to... It's not been super responsive for some reason, and that's the second time I've had it happen on my Razer controller. So I'm thinking about doing a review. Yeah, I knew. Okay, I didn't know you had a shotty, but by God, I ate every pellet of that buckshot right through the mouth. Yeah, I've been thinking too about doing. I've never really considered it. Don't know why it's not crossed my scope or my noodle. But doing some gaming gear reviews for stuff that I've used and a comparison, because I've used a decent number of things, but I've stuck with some consistently and like seen how they perform over time and just kind of the lifespan for when they break. So, you know, that's something else if anyone is interested in. Because I will say I do like these Razer controllers. I have had some issues with them, but then normally not had a ton of issues with getting them replaced. It's just always annoying when you have to spend the time and energy and effort to do that, and then you know, if that's the only controller you got at the time, then you're out of commission for a short bit. So that is what it is. There we go. So yeah, it's like up close. I mean, you see, we already got a nice little 3-piece a minute ago, so that is plenty doable, but you really do want to focus up on not trying to push your magazine capacity past the 2-kill range, because unless you're just right on top of people, it's not going to go over very well. And we're getting a stolen care package with that sentry gun to boot. Let's take and get this thing. God dang, the sentry gun. That's one that I never have, like, I really equipped, but that's a heavy boy there. Oh. We got that one. Where'd this guy go? I have no clue where that guy I'm getting shot from. Boom. That's what I'm saying with this gun. Okay, 26 and 4. I will be honest with y'all. Did not expect that to go over as well as it did, but I think I turned off everything that was using any connectivity, so there shouldn't have been anything draining bandwidth, and I think we got a good connection to a good server / lobby / host. And you know, vitamin energy drink, solid, gives you a nice quick delivery. Energy drinks never make you better at gaming, but they can help sharpen your focus and just kind of energy, but you still got to get that, you got to get sick on the sticks, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this one. Appreciate you watching the video again. Let me know in the comments if there's anything specific you guys want to see covered, but that also includes more custom zombies videos, like what order of importance would you like things to come out in, because when I got time, I will take and record some videos and drop them for you guys. So make sure you sub, share the channel with your friends. Check out my outdoor channel. That's where you will see me the most doing cool IRL things. And with all that said, guys, till the next one, adios.